So we are going to kickstart a new book, Food for the Heart, the collected teachings of Ajahn Chah. It's a foreword by Jack Cornfield and introduction by Ajahn Amaro. Ajahn Chah is very well known. Does any of you don't know Ajahn Chah or haven't heard of Ajahn Chah? No, seems like all of you have heard of him. Quite a legendary figure. Almost all teachers that I learned from originated because of Ajahn Chah, and he has established, from what I can recall, over 200 monasteries worldwide, which is an amazing feat. And let's take a look at the table of contents. We have title, foreword, introduction, chapter 1 about this mind, chapter 2 fragments of teaching, and then it's separated into 3 parts. The part 1 will be virtue, conduct, and the world of the senses. And you have a lot of chapters here, 3 to 10, so around 7 or 8 chapters. And then part 2 will cover meditation. We have chapter 11, a gift of Dharma, inner balance, path in harmony, all the way to chapter 22, so quite extensive, from 11 to 22, so around 12 chapters. And then the last part, part 3, wisdom, from chapter 23 to the epilogue, chapter 38. So we have around 15, 16 chapters, all covering wisdom. So quite an extensive book. If we read every day, maybe we can finish in 1 year or something like that. Okay. And we have glossary, sources of the text, index, and all the administrative stuff, supplementary stuff. Let's start reading with the foreword. By the way, how is the size of the text? Is it okay or too small?
A bit small.
A bit small. Yes. Let me adjust. How about like this?
Good. Okay.
Okay, let's start to read the foreword. It's hard to know how to best introduce the wisest man I have ever met. In his presence, there was immediacy and aliveness, simplicity and truth-telling, dignity and intimacy, humor and serious discipline, heartbreaking compassion and spontaneous freedom. Ajahn Amaro's beautiful introduction to this book describes him well. Okay, maybe we can read like 1 paragraph each. Sister Sakya, would you like to continue?
Most of Ajahn Chah's teaching was done in the reality of the moment, by example and by metaphor, by the aliveness of dialogue. His teaching was direct and honest, with no holds barred. Look at the cause of suffering in this human realm. It's like this, he would say, pointing our hearts towards the truth, because he was a consummate performer who taught with 100 skillful means, because he met each new visitor so directly, adapting his humor and penetrating eye to the circumstances before him. It is hard to wholly capture the vitality of his teaching in words. Fortunately, his legacy also includes nearly 200 monasteries, many wonderful living and teaching disciples, hundreds of tapes recorded in Thai, and some millions of people who have been touched by his wisdom.
Okay, thanks, Sister Sakya. So my memory did not fail me. he indeed established nearly 200 monasteries. I think this is also very impressive for me. 100 of tapes recorded in Thai. He didn't even speak English, but all the Western monastics, Westerners, all flocked to him for his teachings. And instead of Ajahn Chah's learning English, all of them learned Thai to learn his teachings, which is, for me, this is very impressive. Because I thought to impart the Dharma, I have to be able to be skillful in the English language, maybe like Ajahn Brahm or Ajahn Brahmali. Yeah. But Ajahn Chah showed us that as long as you practice well, you can impart the teaching in your own language and still touch so many people's life. Okay, Sister Akim, would you like to continue?
On these pages, you will find another aspect of Ajahn Chah, the disciplined and somewhat serious side, primarily recorded on occasions where he offered longer systematic teachings to groups of monks, nuns, and visitors. In them, he invites us all to reflect on the essence of the teachings, to consider them, to take them to heart. In this book, he leaps off the page to remind us that wherever we are, the conditions of life are uncertain. If death is with you, then where are you going to run to escape it? Whether you are afraid or not, you die just the same. This is nowhere to escape death.
Okay, thanks, Sister. Okay, Sister Singhui, would you like to continue?
From this ground of truth, he points the way that leads endlessly beyond the changing conditions of birth and death to true freedom. This is the important thing. You must contemplate until you reach the point where you let go, where there isn't anything left beyond good and bad, coming and going, birth and death. Train the heart, rest in the unconditioned, he urges. Liberation is possible.
Okay, thanks, Sister Singhui. Okay, just nice. Sister Billy, would you like to close the foreword?
Thank you. Those who would follow the teachings of this beloved master must be willing to look into their own heart and mind, loosen the knots, release the grasping, the fears, the whole false sense of self. If you really understand, no matter what life you live, you can practice the Dharma every minute of the day. Why not give it a try? Ajahn Chah suggests. It will transform your life. May the blessings of the compassionate Buddha be carried by Ajahn Chah's words to feed your heart and benefit all beings everywhere. With great respect, Jack Confield. Spirit Rock Meditation Center, Woodcare, California 2002. Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thanks, Sister Billy. This is a brief foreword by Jack Confield. Seems like I heard his name a few times, but not totally sure who he is. Who is Jack Confield? Maybe.
I heard at the retreat also. He also went to Thailand to learn under Ajahn Chah. But he didn't get ordained, I think. So he went back and he wrote a lot of books, and he had his own center. Yeah.
Thanks for enlightening us of who is Jack Confield. Okay, so this is a quick foreword by him, a simple one to introduce Ajahn Chah. And there's some teaching here. If death is within you, then where are you going to run to escape it? Whether you are afraid or not, you die just the same. There's nowhere to escape death. And then, this is the important thing. You must contemplate until you reach the point where you let go, where there isn't anything left beyond good and bad, coming and going. Train the heart. Rest in the unconditioned. Liberation is possible. And then another line, also very profound. No matter what life you live, you can practice the Dharma every minute of the day. Why not give it a try? So in this 2023, let's give the Dharma a try again. Okay, I think this is a good time to stop. 8:01. Tomorrow, we will continue with the introduction. This one will be a pretty lengthy one, but I'm sure it'll be interesting. With that, would Sister Saikyang like to do the dedication?
回向，愿消三障诸烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，普愿罪障悉消除，世世常行菩萨道。
Thanks, Sister Saikyang. Till we meet again, may we be guided by the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a happy new year, 2023. May we not just grow older, but also wiser in 2023. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you for not
See you
leaving
guys.
us.
Okay, see you guys.
Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year. Bye bye.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.